Mike here from Bikes by Mike with another cycling related video. Today I'm diving into bike detailing again. But it's not a ceramic spray on the menu, it's a ceramic coating. Gyeon G² Mohs EVO to be specific. I'll show you how it is applied, how well it performs, and share my thoughts on whether this should be your go-to method for protecting your most prized possession. Okay, let's get to it. In today's video, I'll start off with a quick rundown on the line of Gyeon products I'll be using in today's video. I'll then talk about the issue I'm having with my Cannondale Scalpel and why I think a ceramic coating may be the solution. Next, I'll demo the 3 steps to applying a ceramic coating. The first is washing and rinsing off your bike. The second is surface preparation. And step 3 is the process of actually applying the ceramic coating. I'll then show you before and after shots of my protective treatment, and then wrap things up with my overall rating and final thoughts. I recently did a very detailed video on how to protect and polish your bike, so I suggest you watch that video first. In that previous video, I covered off the fundamentals and how to properly care for your bike, and I won't be repeating that here. In that initial video, I used the lithium line of products, including their ceramic spray. In this video, I'm using all products by Gyeon, and I went with a ceramic coating, not a spray. So not only do my 2 videos test 2 different brands of products, but they really are a comparison of how ceramic sprays differ from ceramic coatings. And after working with both, I can honestly say that it was the coating that surprised me the most. So stick with me and I'll show you how these 2 products are different so that you, unlike me, get it right the first time. Let me start by quickly reviewing all the products I'll be using today. All of them, except the first one, are Gyeon products. Gyeon is a car care company based in South Korea, but has a presence worldwide. You only have to spend a bit of time in automotive detailing chat groups to realize they are a big player in the top tier professional and consumer detailing market. They do some really cool and innovative stuff. But enough about them, let's go to the list of supplies you'll need for the job. Not only is my first item not a Gyeon product, but it's the only one that's not totally essential. So if you want to save some money, this is where you can do it. It's the Merrillix Axle 2000 pressure foamer, basically a pump sprayer that does not require connection to a water hose. I'm using it today to apply my wash soap, but you can use it to apply almost any cleaner, degreaser, or topper. It really is quite versatile. And this one is suitable for harsh acidic cleaners and comes with interchangeable nozzles. For my soap, I'll be using Gyeon Q²M Restart Wash. This is a revitalizing shampoo specifically developed for coated painted surfaces on cars and bikes. It's pH neutral and has iron remover infusion that will decontaminate and protect your paint finish by removing tiny metallic particles like brake dust. I'll be cleaning my tires with Gyeon Tire Cleaner. Typical soaps don't perform the best on rubber, so it's not a bad idea to use a tire-specific cleaner. Preparing your painted surface is key when dealing with ceramic coatings and sprays, which is why these next 2 products are absolutely must-haves. The first is Gyeon Q²M Total Remover. It's an aggressive coating and sealant remover. It'll basically strip everything off your frame down to the clear coat, which is what you need to do before applying any ceramic coating. After using Total Remover, you need to use some type of product to remove all the chemical residue off the surface. So regular degreasers won't work here. I'm using Gyeon Q²M Prep, which is specifically designed to remove all forms of residue. Yes, some people will go with a cheaper option like isopropyl alcohol. I've done it myself, but having tried both methods, I can tell you that it simply doesn't work as well. And lastly, the star of the show is the Gyeon Q² Mohs EVO kit, which includes a bottle of the ceramic coating, the sponge applicator, and a bottle of Q²M Cure, which can be used periodically to maintain and extend the life of the ceramic coating. Full disclosure here, I was given all these products to test out by the great folks at Carzilla, located in Canada. But they had no input into the creation of my video and are seeing it at the same time as all of you. Carzilla has an absolutely massive selection of detailing products by so many brands. Of course, they sell the whole line of Gyeon products I'm using today, but I discovered them last year when I purchased their line of lithium auto care products I used in my previous video. They have exceptional customer service and have the answers for basically any detailing question you could possibly think of. If you're interested in any of their detailing products, check out my affiliate link in the description and use the coupon code BikesByMike at checkout for 5% off. Today's video is a bit of an experiment. I want to apply a proper ceramic coating to test it and see how it stacks up against ceramic sprays, like that lithium product I used previously. Plus, I'm tackling a challenge that I know many of you with matte painted bikes can relate to, trying to make it look good. My hope is that I can rejuvenate and slightly alter the look of the matte paint. You see, I generally try to avoid matte finishes like the plague. They are notoriously difficult to maintain, showing every little scratch, smudge, and blemish. But wouldn't you know it, 3 of my last 4 bikes have had matte paint on them. Thanks, Cannondale. My scalpel is showcasing the struggle, currently treated with Meguiar's hybrid ceramic wax. As you can see, the matte paint already has scuff marks, and that's on a bike less than 1 year old. And it's way flatter than the matte paint protective film I have applied to it. So I'm hoping this ceramic coating can clean up the overall look, even darken the color a bit, and transition the matte finish to a more satin sheen that blends seamlessly with the PPF. Fingers crossed that this all works as planned. Let's dive in and get this done. The first step is to give your bike a really good and thorough wash. I've already covered my brake calipers and rotors with Glad Press and Seal to avoid contaminating the brake surfaces, which is really important, especially in the latter steps. I'm starting with my wheels as I want to apply the ceramic coating to my frame as well as the rims and hubs. And since I'm cleaning my bike anyways, I'll take the time to give my tires a super good cleaning using Gyeon tire cleaner. Working one wheel at a time, I'll spray the cleaner all over the tire and then use a brush to scrub it down. This will help work out the tough stains and give the sidewalls a nice clean look. When done scrubbing, I'll rinse them both clean with lots of running water. With the tires clean, I move on to the main wash. If using the bucket method, add 15 milliliters or a half ounce of Q2M Restart Wash to 10 liters or 2.5 gallons of water. If using a foaming gun like I am here, you'll want to add 30 milliliters, 1 ounce of Restart Wash for every 500 milliliters or 17 ounces of water. Switch it around a bit, charge it up by giving it several good pumps to build up the pressure, and then you are good to go. I liberally spray the Restart Wash soap over both wheels with my pressure foamer. You want maximum coverage here. Then take a microfiber mitt or soft touch brush to agitate and work the soap over the surface. When done, give both wheels a good rinse. Now I'll move on to my bike frame, starting with a good rinse to lubricate the surface and remove some of the more coarse grit and grime. I'll now give it a good spray with my foaming wash to cover it all over with soap. I'll follow this up with a rub down using my microfiber mitt. I'll give it a thorough rinse, but will not dry it off. You want to leave your bike wet at this point. The way you go about preparing the frame to accept the coating is a 2-step process. The first step is to strip off all the coatings and sealants that may still be present on your frame. Basically, we want to take it back to the bare clear coat paint finish so that you can get the strongest bond between the clear coat and the ceramic coating. I'll start with my bike already wet and then spray Q2M Total Remover all over the frame. I'll also do the same to my wheels. Grab a microfiber cloth and give it a gentle rub down. You don't need to go crazy here as the solution works really well on its own. Now you want to let it sit for 3 minutes. After which time, give it a good rinse, as you don't want the total remover to dry on the surface. If you have a lot of heavy-duty coatings on your bike, you may need to repeat this process. Mine did it all with the first attempt, as you can see here. While water is beading on the paint protective film, which is always going to be the case, there's absolutely no beading on the exposed painted matte finish, which is a good indication that all the old ceramic spray has been completely stripped off. The second step in this two-step process is to remove all chemical residue off the frame as our final preparation for the ceramic coating. This is a quick process of spraying Q2M prep all over the frame and wheels, then wiping it off with a clean, dry microfiber cloth. Now that my bike is cleaned, stripped of all the coatings and all chemical residue removed, I'm good to go to apply my first coat of Gyeon Q² Mohs EVO coating. I strongly recommend that you use rubber latex gloves to do this, and also do it in a well-ventilated area. Also give the bottle a shake before you start. You really want to load up the applicator pad with liquid, as it needs to be applied in a thick layer. I say thick, but coatings are almost always solvent-based, so they are very thin. In comparison, the vast majority of ceramic sprays are water-based and are much thicker to apply. Once the applicator is soaked, I'll start applying it to the frame, working one section at a time. You want complete coverage here, but you don't want to overwork it. Just enough motion to apply the coating evenly. And you need to work one section at a time because you'll only leave it on for about 30 seconds. If you see the coating starting to bead, then it's definitely time to buff it dry. So after I've fully covered one section, I'll take my pink microfiber cloth and buff it to a dry shine. And that's all there is to it. Now I'll just repeat this process over and over again, section by section, until I've done my entire bike frame and wheels. One of the great things about premium ceramic coatings, like this one from Gyeon, is that it's formulated to provide exceptional durability with just one application. And while they recommend only one layer, applying a second layer will give you a bit more life out of the product. Don't go beyond 2 layers though. I did go with 2 layers, and it was a super easy decision. First, it's a super quick process, so why not? But the main reason is that I wanted to darken and slightly increase the gloss of my exposed black matte paint, and this was an easy way to do it. A few important things to note: wait at least 1 hour if applying a second coat, let it cure 12 hours before taking your bike on a ride, and 3, don't wash it for at least 14 days. So I'm really happy with how this ceramic coating turned out, but check it out for yourself. Here's what my Cannondale Scalpel looked like after having applied 2 coats of Gyeon Q² Mohs EVO. And looking at a close-up of the exposed black matte painted finish, you can clearly see that my bike treated with Gyeon Q² Mohs EVO just looks better. The matte finish is more uniform, and it's darkened ever so slightly to better blend in with those parts of the frame covered with paint protective film. I'm really surprised how well this turned out. I may choose to darken the matte sections even more by applying 1 or 2 layers of Gyeon G2 Cure, but for now I'm really happy with how it's looking. Before I give you my rating, let's address the elephant in the room. Yeah, that elephant. Ceramic coatings versus ceramic sprays. I know there's a perception out there that coatings are best left to professionals and are difficult to apply. Up to this point, I was one of those people that thought the same way. But having now used both types of coatings, I simply don't buy it. Almost all of the hard work with a ceramic product, spray, or coating is in the preparation. The cleaning, the stripping, removing all chemical residue, that's where all the real work lies. And that you need to do whether you're applying a ceramic spray or a coating. The actual application of Gyeon Q² Mohs EVO was just as straightforward as using a spray, and in some ways made easier because you only have to apply one coat. Ceramic sprays, while cheaper up front, often require multiple coats to get decent results, and you often have to wait many hours between coats. Plus, they simply don't have the same longevity or performance as coatings. Yes, you might pay 2 or 3 times more for a coating like the Gyeon one I'm using, but you're investing in something that's going to last significantly longer and perform at a higher level. For me, the peace of mind and the superior results make the Gyeon Q² Mohs EVO a clear winner over any ceramic spray, especially if you're serious about protecting your bike's finish. I'm super impressed with the results. The improvement I got in the look of my black matte paint is way better than I ever expected. The Gyeon products, especially the ceramic coating, delivered exactly what I was hoping for. A big thumbs up from me with a score of 9.5 out of 10. Just like any ceramic application, it's a good idea to use a topper to improve the look and extend the life of your coating. If you want to stick with the Gyeon line of products, there are 2 I suggest. To restore the original ceramic coating properties of Q² Mohs EVO, use Q2M Cure every couple of months. For a drying agent that you can use after every wash, go with Q2M Wet Coat. It'll increase the hydrophobics of your ceramic coating. No need to wipe or dry, just spray it on and rinse it off. This is basically a detailing cheat in a bottle. If you have any questions or comments on ceramic coatings or bike detailing in general, leave them in the comments section below. And if you've tried any of the Gyeon products I've tested today, I'd really like to hear about your experience. That's all I got for today, folks. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, as allow me to produce more content for all of you. See you next time. Happy rolling.